Welcome to today's market report. European stock markets edged higher on Wednesday as the global economy's outlook brightens, with the UK outperforming on the back of its speedy vaccination programme and an endorsement of its prospects from the International Monetary Fund. DAX in Germany traded 0.2% higher, CAC 40 in France rose 0.3%, FTSE 100 gained 0.9%. Investor sentiment has been boosted globally by continued support from central banks and an improving growth outlook. The International Monetary Fund raised its 2021 global growth forecast late Tuesday to 6%, up from 5.5% less than 3 months ago, citing unprecedented public spending, primarily by the United States. It revised up its forecast for UK growth by 0.8% point to over 5%. The outlook for continental Europe is less impressive. Germany, the largest country in the European Union, is only seen growing 3.6% this year, according to the IMF, with its economy having faced different waves of infections and subsequent lockdowns. Additionally, there are concerns about the latest initiative by Eurosceptic Germans to stop Germany putting its financial firepower behind the EU's €750 billion recovery plan. There was some good news regarding the virus, with the UK to begin rolling out the Moderna vaccine later on Wednesday, around 2 weeks earlier than expected. This will become the third approved vaccine to be offered in Britain and comes at an opportune time, with the European Medicines Agency likely to confirm later in the day a link between AstraZeneca's vaccine and potentially dangerous blood clotting reactions. In corporate news, Nokia stock rose 0.5% after the Finnish telecoms company settled a multi-year patent fight with China's Lenovo group, the world's biggest PC maker. Royal Dutch Shell stock rose 1%, helped by higher crude prices, even as the oil major said it expects a hit of up to $200 million from the cold snap that disrupted the energy complex in Texas and other U.S. states in February. EDF stock soared 6.6% after Reuters reported that the French government expects to spend around €10 billion to buy out minority shareholders as part of a proposed restructuring of the power group. Deliveroo stock rose 2.2% in its first day of unrestricted trading, a few days after its disappointing float. On the data front, Eurozone final composite purchasing managers index data for March is scheduled for release later in the session and should show improvement. Oil prices edged higher on Wednesday, helped by the stronger IMF growth forecast, as well as US crude inventories falling last week. US crude futures traded 0.3% higher at $59.48 per barrel. Brent rose 0.2% to $62.89 per barrel. Gold futures fell 0.1% to $1,740.85 per ounce. On the FX front, the GBP-USD pair extended the previous day's sharp retracement slide from over 2-week tops and witnessed some follow-through selling for the second consecutive session on Wednesday. A sustained break below the 138 mark, which coincided with the 200-hour SMA, was seen as a key trigger for intraday bearish traders. The downward momentum dragged the GBP-USD pair to 4-day lows around 137.70 region, which marks a near 2-week-old ascending trendline support. Meanwhile, technical indicators on hourly chart has been gaining negative momentum and just started entering the bearish territory on the daily chart. The setup supports prospects for an extension of the ongoing bearish trend amid a modest pickup in the US dollar demand. A convincing break below the ascending trendline support will reaffirm the bearish bias and turn the GBP-USD pair vulnerable to fall further towards the 137 mark. Some follow-through selling should have paved the way for a slide to retest multi-week lows around 136.70 region. On the flip side, any meaningful recovery back above the 138 mark might now be seen as an opportunity to initiate fresh bearish positions. The single currency euro keeps the bid tone unchanged so far this week and pushed the euro dollar to the area of fresh tops in the 118.85 to 118.90 band on Wednesday, while the US dollar edged higher but remained near 2-week lows after bond yields fell sharply despite further signs of strong US economic growth. The dollar index was up 0.1% at 92.39. Dollar yen was up 0.1% at 109.78. This is today's market news. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.